cash, I manifest $$, I could collect, I could look in the face of a threat, but never sweat. You sweet, get out of streets when doing a sweep. Swap rights and bring it to switch, so Swiss seats. Montazi, coming with keys, Swiss beats. Cops firing, this ratting and eating cheese. Another day on the east, make them fall to the knees.
Everybody sit the floor. 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 Everybody sit the floor.
And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Joshua the Fearless Wentz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Manel Starboy.
Ready. All right, here we are in home of the New York Knicks. It is Madison Square Garden, and I think a lot of people remember when Conor McGregor and Eddie Alvarez ushered in this building.
The way that he was able to walk his opponent into that shot was amazing, especially this early in the fight.
A little bit of desperation.
Oh my goodness, Josh, sorry to cut you off. That was a beautiful hook that stunned his opponent.
Van's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Takedown defense holds up. Fighters separate from the clinch now. All right, so early round 1 action, and he's been a little bit inefficient when it comes to his striking game. He's going for broke.
Yeah, he's swinging, but he's not having much success. Got to slow down a little bit, pace himself to make sure that he can fight the whole fight.
Well, a moment ago, turning words into action, Wright told us he would be able to get the takedown early, and that's exactly what he did.
I mean, that was awesome to see him using the game plan as effectively as he has.
Van's pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't appear to be affecting him all that much, but he's absorbed a lot of strikes to the head. Got to figure out a way to raise the guard and be more defensively sound.
There was a nasty right hand that landed.
Back a little bit of momentum in the fight now.
Fights are all about momentum, and right now this man is starting to regain some, but he's got to keep pushing, John. He's got to keep his foot on the gas if he wants to win this fight.
Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there.
Oh, he got two spots.
Fight back.
You cannot.
That'll do it.
Holy smokes.
With a huge win tonight. All right, we'll re-rack some replays for you now as he gets it done by TKO.
Beautiful job getting the fight to the ground, recognizing that you are putting him in your world. And when you're in his world and you're stuck on the bottom, you're in constant danger. Ground and pound was brutal, and it led to another finish on the mat.
We go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 11 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Manel Starboy Cobb.
Well, this arena is absolutely buzzing after that one, DC. An incredible win by stoppage for him here tonight.
And there were a lot of dangers in this fight with the kicks, the knees.
Chill, man. I got this, yo.
tailed the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, back inside the bubble.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean Strickland!
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Right, another big spot for the Killer Gorilla, Jared Cannonier.
Oh, he took a left hook there. That was landed clean.
Knocked down by the spinning back fist. There it is again, another shot gets through.
This dude better keep his hands up, John. He keeps trying to punch with him when he speaks robbing him.
All right, now we got some blood, ladies and gentlemen. It looks as though that shot has cut him open.
Now we're in a fight.
Let's go.
Now we're in a fight, John. I mean, he's got the blood flowing. Guy's got a cut.
Oh, heavy shots raining down. Both fighters get up now. Well, there's no denying his durability, but at some point you just got to go ball.
You heard it bad, man. I mean, you can stop this fight whenever you want. He's done. He's done.
Strickland gets... That's it! Jared Cannonier! Lighting him up in New York City!
What a fight. Oh, my goodness.
Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 6 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
All right, just an extraordinary performance from this kickboxer tonight, stuck to the game plan. And as you are fond of saying, there are levels to this game. And even though he had well-rounded opposition.
Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5%.
Our tail of the tape for this featherweight fight. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world and the former UFC lightweight champion, the notorious Conor McGregor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alexander the Great Volkanovski!
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, this is a super fight, right? For a title or otherwise, Conor McGregor versus Alexander Volkanovski. And guys who manage distance and range so well, it'll be really interesting to see them match wits on.
How does Volkanovski get inside the range? How does he get started against Conor McGregor? Because as we know, John, when Conor McGregor's on his game, you entering is very, very dangerous. He's as powerful as anyone this division has ever seen. His speed, his movement, his next level. Volk will have to be smart in his approach tonight if he wants to get it.
Volk chooses to wrestle and get this fight to the ground. Oh, massive shot gets through early. Must have been a good warm-up at the back.
Huge step, especially when it's this early in the fight.
Mike 13 steps in. Conor McGregor has done it.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, he got that swag about him, don't he?
Well, what a way to get
Over the moment he started landing, you knew that one of these shots would end his opponent's night. This guy is a phenomenal fighter on the ground, and when he gets you there, you truly are in his world.
Let's get it to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 17 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, the notorious Conor McGregor!
So what a moment for the biggest superstar.
Poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and born like this. Immaculate conception, not transformed like this, perform like this. Was Yaoshi, one new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate. Then off your fucking head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got.
All right, well, she's one of the more high-level wrestlers in this division, DC. She's got a lot of different throws and takedowns and trips in her arsenal and figures to be able to put those to good use here tonight.
And she's going to have to, right? And as you mentioned, throws, John, it is unbelievable to watch her highlight reel of lateral drop, the way she double legs people and carries them across the octagon to the big slams, to the transition. Not only is she trying to secure takedowns, she allows opponents to get back to their feet so that she can get another takedown. It's all about carrying the gas tank of the opponent down. She's done that since she was a little girl, and now she uses that same approach in her UFC career.
And I'd hate to call her a specialist because I think that sells her short, but her wrestling is certainly special and would appear to be the path of least resistance in this matchup tonight. Well, it's been pretty amazing to watch the maturation and the evolution of the world-class BJJ player, Mackenzie Dern. A much more willing and able striker than she was when she made her UFC debut, and now a world-class MMA athlete with whom to be reckoned.
Yeah, you could tell how much she has accepted the striking that she's getting from Jason Derulo. She's not afraid anymore. Earlier, it felt like it was getting the fight to the ground or bust. Now, Mackenzie's able to stand and trade if she needs to, but ultimately, her game is grappling. She can do things that not many females in the UFC can do. Mackenzie Dern is the real deal.
All right, all the hype gives way to the action here. Both fighters have now touched down on the canvas, and we are ready to go from the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, here in New York, New York. Our tale of the tape for this strawweight fight. Here
This is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC strawweight champion and an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Carla Cookie Monster Esparza. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Mackenzie Dern.
Tension in this arena is palpable.
Ready.
All right, early round action here, and it has been amazing to watch the star power increase for one Mackenzie Dern. There was a time when she had negative emotions about mixed martial arts training, not anymore. Now she is on a definite strawweight championship trajectory, and she said if she can take this opponent down, ideally submit her in short order, there will be no denying her as this division's #1 contender. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown D? All right, so she's able to work her way back to her feet now.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Just out of range with that left hook. Well, clearly her game plan was to come out swinging, but not realizing a ton of success here, at least in the early portions of the fight.
She has not done much. I mean, but waste energy. You know, you got to be careful.
Oh, that's clean technique by her there. She gets the takedown after her opponent whiffed on the feet.
She's a tremendous wrestler, man, and you can see it in those level changes. She knows exactly when to level changes. She knows exactly how to finish those takedowns.
Esparza's cut, folks. Nasty cut on her lip just opened up.
Oh, they pulled through really hard.
Oh, there she goes again. Those body kicks are really starting to add up. She has landed about a half a dozen, I would say, in this round alone. And if the opposition doesn't make some adjustments, might get knocked out here.
A second ago, that was a nice left hand that landed in there.
Esparza's swelling now around her jaw, so we'll keep an eye on that storyline as this fight continues, but she has absorbed a lot of strikes to the head thus far. Takedown defense is there. Under 2 minutes to go. Dern going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range. Shot fire right over the top. World of trouble now.
Her opponent in a world of trouble. She landed that punch in the exact spot that she needed to.
Esparza gets to the clinch now, but for how long? Clearly trying to recover here. She is absolutely wearing it. Oh, and again, shooting for a takedown.
Nice.
Stuffed once again.
Man, that was a beautiful entry she had, John. She got to the legs, got the takedown, and now she has to try to look to advance and really gain a dominant position.
And she gets back up again. Nice job to post the hand and get upright. 45 seconds remain in the round. Trying to establish that jab once again. So the round is over. Not a great one for her. You see, she sustained that cut on her lip. So now the cut man will earn his money. He gets in there quickly. He'll try to shut that thing and prevent it from becoming too much of a factor here moving forward. All right, so we will see another round here. Sat her opponent down there in that previous round with a punch.
Surprisingly, we are going forward because I thought it was over. I saw that punch land. We started to yell. We started to scream. We thought the fight was done, but we moved forward because her opponent is so tough, but she's so skilled.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go, round 2. So she's got that low hand style, right? But she's avoiding most of these strikes.
Because her movement is just beautiful, and her eye.
Oh!
Oh, uppercut. She's hurt, but she's still trying to hold her own.
Oh! Well, her striking has been great tonight, rocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you got to think there's a little bit of disappointment that she wasn't able to get the finish.
She should be disappointed that she didn't finish the fight. This one looked like it was over. If she gets this opportunity again,
That will do it!
oh my goodness!
How good is that?
What a fight. Holy smokes, what a fight.
So how about this result tonight? She told us in the fighter meeting, I got to get a finish here tonight. She absolutely kept the judges out of it. That is her signature win, and this crowd enjoyed every minute of it.
Signature win, John. She has never looked better. She said she was going to get a finish. She got the finish. What a tremendous performance by this young lady.
All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 1 second of the second round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Mackenzie Dern!
All right, so there she is, your winner by TKO. She felt like her power would be a big storyline in this one, and she was absolutely right.
Power was going to be the difference. So what she did was she reserved.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's Tale of the Tape. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Miranda Field the Maverick. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko.
All right, the queen is back, Valentina Shevchenko. She has really realized a second wind, maybe even a second prime in her career.
Well, John, she has started to rely on the wrestling. She has so long been known as one of the best strikers, but now as we watch her, it's the wrestling that is truly winning fights for her. Let's see if she can employ that strategy tonight and once again show she's the best in the world.
Maverick's cut, folks. Nasty cut on her lip just opened up.
Never seen anything like this, J.A. How in the world are these two women still standing?
Well, she got caught overextending there a little bit, champ. She has gotten off to an aggressive, albeit...
Yeah, but that's the question. When do you abandon the game plan and reel everything in? This young lady needs to reel it all in right now.
Maverick's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. This could be the beginning of the end for her opponent.
It seems like we are in the final act of a 4-part play. because this fight is about done.
This is that.
Exactly, and you got two evenly matched opponents, both fighting at the peak of their powers every single time. It seems like one of them starts to gain momentum, the other fighting right back.
Maverick's bleeding heavily from the mouth right now. Cut man can only do so much with a cut on the lip, and it's only getting worse by the minute. All right, so the ground and pound, the recipe for the finish here tonight, and once those shots started to rain down, the referee had to get in there.
Yeah, he had to get in there. It was a matter of saving her from her opponent. She needed to get someone to stop the damage she was taking on the bottom. But what a performance. I mean, hats off to this young lady for knowing exactly where she needed to be, getting there, and using it to get a victory.
Let's get to the official decision. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 2 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko.
Well, man, is Valentina Bullet Shevchenko. All right, here he is, Ciryl Gane, the former UFC interim heavyweight champion. Outstanding striker, certainly a guy who is fun to watch. And those who wanted to question maybe the championship medal, they saw it in spades in the Tai Tuivasa fight. We'll see how it goes for Ciryl Gane here tonight.
You know, we have seen Ciryl Gane on multiple occasions show that he's one of the best in the world. He is so fluid in this movement that not many heavyweights can match him in that. Not many can really deal with the angles and the elusiveness that is Ciryl Gane. But at the end of the day, when it becomes a fight and he has to bite down on the mouth guard and fight someone, Ciryl Gane has proven time and time again that he's also willing to do that.
Lone Gama Ciryl Gane, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. Well, when all is said and done, a lot of people believe Tommy Aspinall could go down as the greatest heavyweight of all time. This man has every skill in the book. He can do it on the feet, he can do it on the ground, he has cardio, and he's only getting better here.
He's getting better, John, and he's 260 pounds and in crazy shape. He approached Curtis Blaydes as if Curtis just did not belong in there with him. And we all know how big Curtis Blaydes is. Now, the dream is to see him compete against the best. John Jones, Stipe Miocic, those guys. But I believe that Aspinall is fine with just going out there and dominating as he has done every single time he's walked into the octagon.
Tom Aspinall finds himself in yet another big spot here tonight. take for this heavyweight fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Ciryl Magomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Tom Aspinall.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. Oh, give me all of this one. Round 1 in the heavyweight division. Tom Aspinall, Ciryl Gane. 2 supremely gifted and talented athletes who have honed their craft to become 2 of the best heavyweights in the world.
I mean, these are the best.
Oh, he barely settled in. A huge shot lands early round 1.
I mean, early in the fight, he already has hurt. Oh my goodness, this could be a quick night. Big right hand.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Aspinall, get the takedown. A nice transition there and showing off the fight IQ. He was getting touched up on the feet. Takes the fight to the ground. High-level guard pass there.
John, look at this. He's setting up an arm triangle. Wow. What a tricky way to start the submission.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon and to show in that.
That's a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed up with it.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Oh, and another shot for good measure.
He cannot keep taking these hard shots to the head.
By tense moments early. Oh. Aspinall's eye looks to have been cut open from one of those offerings.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
All right, early round 1 action here. The game plan, of course, was to come out aggressively, but the landing percentage leaves a lot of the punish he's got there. He's feeling it now.
That was beautiful. I mean, he's so fluid. He set that up perfectly. This guy is fighting at a level I've never seen him fight at before.
Gane gets back up now. With a massive highlight at the Garden.
What a performance. Very good stoppage there. No complaints from me. And you know I love to complain about stoppages.
And here we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is calling a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 28 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Ciryl Magomedov.
All right, well, they will be talking about this result deep in it.
Ella viene por ahí y nunca llega sola. Ella nunca llega sola. Todos los bandidos sacan la pistola. Esta noche lo veo.
here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range of getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagement. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker. One of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. Well, he could have been a rugby league star, but Carlos Ulberg likes to fight, and he has been doing that at an exceedingly high level, really since debuting in the UFC back in 2021. One of the best light heavyweights in the world, and once again out to prove as much here tonight.
John, when you say he could play a whole different sport, it speaks to the level of athlete that Ulberg is. The guy's a tremendous athlete. He's so tall, long, fast. He can go from point A to point B in a split second, and he really does surprise guys. He surprises them now by taking his time now. You expect the guy that showed up against Nzechukwu, but today you find a guy that's a veteran and a guy that knows how to win fights. Carlos Ulberg is on fire.
Yeah, forged by the City Kickboxing training camps, he is feinting more, a much more layered striker than the one that debuted a few years ago. And now our tail of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Anthony Rumble Johnson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Carlos Blackjack Ulberg.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
Blackjack in the building. Here we go, round one. Carlos Ulberg, not all that far removed from landing one of the cleanest 1-2s in UFC history against Dominic Reyes.
He's an athlete. Carlos Ulberg is an athlete. People always talk about his looks. Don't get caught up in the pretty boy face if you're fighting Carlos Ulberg.
Oh my goodness, I can really get my notes together. A huge early connection there.
It's about setup. A beautiful setup that allowed him to land that strike.
All right, huge TKO victory for him tonight. We'll re-rack the replays for you now.
Yeah, I mean, he got him on the ground, and he went to work with the ground and pound. And you could see he was intent on finishing his shot. He landed punch after punch after punch until eventually he got his opponent out of there.
The official decision is in. Here is the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 58 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Well, there he is, the man of the hour. And you got to think this dude's going to get a serious Instagram push tonight after the win by TKO.
Oh, he's going to get a massive push because he hurt his opponent and he pressed his foot down on the gas until he got that finish. That was amazing.
You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I said that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. I did not believe that it would end, no. Everything came second to the best, oh. You're not even speaking to my friends, no. You know all my uncles and my aunts, no. 20 candles, blow them out and open your eyes. We were looking forward to the rest of our lives. Used to keep my picture posted by your bedside. Now it seems just so with the socks you don't like. And I'm rolling, 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 rolling with my brothers like.
And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Ilia El Matador Topuria! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
Ready. Huge fight here at lightweight. Ilia Topuria taking on Justin Gaethje, and Topuria, ever the confident fighter, has been very dismissive of Gaethje's chances in this match.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at Justin Gaethje, John, and you talk to the people that have fought Justin Gaethje, they say he possesses power like Ilia Topuria, and Gaethje has a wrestling background also. This will be a stand-up fight between these two. It's going to be about taking damage and staying upright whenever the other person lands.
Gaethje's eye looks to be cut open from one of those strikes.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Oh, great connection by him there. I actually thought his opponent might avoid that. He got hit. Oh, massive connection early, round 1. We might get a finish here.
I mean, that was beautiful. Great job setting it up, getting the punch to the target, and hurting your opponent very early in the fight. Unbelievable.
Back inside the arena now, we go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 33 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ilia El Matador Topuria!
Oh, well, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? 'Cause it's gonna be...
And here is tonight's tale of the tape. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue. Corner, Kareem Killer Silva! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Caitlin Fighter Shermanara!
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here we go, DC. Round 1 is underway. And in a matchup like this, in theory, the more well-rounded fighter would have the advantage, but that is if they decide to utilize their whole skill set. And wow, what a strike by her there. We're barely getting settled in, and she might get stopped.
What a beautiful job getting that strike. Her opponent seemed ready, but I don't know.
For her to get out of harm's way. She's got stacked guard now, could be a compromising position. All right, so here, just... Oh! Knocked out by the spinning back fist!
Yep, clip.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Silva gets back up now. That was it! Holy smokes! What a fight!
Holy smokes!
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 24 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Caitlin Fighter Shermanara!
All right, so perhaps a bonus-producing knockout for her here tonight, and there's no denying if she just wanted to... Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC welterweight champion and an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Kamaru Sean Brady!
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
All right, early round 1 here, big reach advantage, DC. We'll see if he can employ that patented jab.
Yes, he has to maintain distance. He's a taller guy. So every time his opponent tries to enter, he's going to have to take something on the way inside.
All right, so how about that? It did not take long for the wrestler to land a pretty significant strike. The uppercut gets through. Now, if you're on the other side of the BJJ fighter, perhaps this gives you a little pause trying to get this fight to the floor.
You know, wrestlers are known to have great hits. You generate a lot of power. You
can't stay seated here up against the fence for long.
This is a bad spot to be in the fight.
Back and forth we go. Well, champ, I'm not suggesting, oh, that's a tone setter by him there. Beautiful connection early on.
The way that he was able to walk his opponent into that shot was amazing, especially this early in the fight.
Another knockdown! Oh, my goodness, he got his head snapped back.
Oh, my goodness, he is beating him up.
Usman Brings in the stack guard now. Could be trouble here. All right, so he just decides to get up here and let the opponent up. Oh, how good. Oh, big. That indeed will do it. Kamaru Usman.
Oh, my God.
All right, it goes into the books decisively as a TKO due to ground strikes. Some replays for you now.
That's where he makes his money, right? He makes his money on the ground. He is a phenomenal ground and pound fighter, and that was on display tonight. He was able to get to his positions, land his strikes, knowing exactly which ones were going to be the ones that ended the night of his opponent. He gets the finish, and he gets it in fine fashion.
Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called to stop in this contest at 2 minutes, 18 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, so here's the oncoming force at welterweight, New Mansa Joaquin Buckley. DC, a lot of people believe his spinning back kick knockout against Impa Kasanganay back in 2020 is the greatest knockout in UFC history. He likes hearing that too, but this man's trying to become a world champion. We'll see how it goes for him here tonight.
And it looks like that's a possibility now that he's in the right weight class. Joaquin Buckley was always one of the smaller guys at 185, not because of his size, but because of his height. So he struggled, but since going down to 170, he looks like a world beater. This guy's a tremendous athlete, very powerful and super explosive. He's a real problem for the welterweights.
And I do like his personality, but if he crosses my guy DC one more time, I might have to get involved. Joaquin New Mansa Buckley. So here is Islam Makhachev. His future undeniably is in the Hall of Fame, one of the greatest lightweights of all time. No longer in the shadow of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Remarkable, the body of work he has put forth in the octagon this far.
It's so hard to beat Islam Makhachev because the expectation was on him from day one to be great. He's done it. He's done it time and time again. He's exceeded the expectation, and that's because he has all the skills. Great wrestling, great grappling, great striking. The man can do it all inside the octagon, and that is why he will long be remembered even when he's done with this sport.
And of course, the late great Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov, not here, but front of mind for all of these athletes and coaches here tonight. Islam Makhachev has graced the octagon. He's ready to go. And now our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for your main event introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Joaquin Numaza Buckley. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, here we go with the pound-for-pound king, Islam Makhachev. And as much as maybe he wants to strike and prove himself in that realm here tonight, I know you said to him in the back, like, dude, just trip him and choke him out.
Yeah, father's plan. You know, they always say, Javier Mendez says, father's plan. Do what Khabib's dad always told you. Use the wrestling, use the grappling. Dominate where you are most comfortable. For Islam Makhachev, that made him a champion tonight that will allow for him to continue down that path.
All right, so perhaps a harbinger of things to come as the kickboxer stays upright and successfully defends the first takedown attempt by the wrestler.
Defending the first takedown, but he's got more coming in his direction. He's got to do exactly what he did. He needs to press pause, repeat, making sure that he does the same thing. Got hurt bad.
Makhachev's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues.
Oh! How many times can he just explode before he starts to fatigue himself? Because every time he goes, it's...
Oh, there it is again. To attack the head as that diving punch lands. Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down. Gets back to his feet. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here.
Oh, my goodness. This is brutal.
Man, his opponent just continues to recover. We acknowledge that, but the striking advantage here is pretty crazy.
I mean, he just got to find the final blow. It looks like it's going to take one big one to end this night. He just has not been able to find that one shot.
Buckley's looking dangerous here in round one. Coach's dream, right? Finding the rhythm early. If you're on the other side, you've got to find a way to slow him down.
Beautiful start, early. It's never better than when you get going right away.
Looks like he's going for an arm bar here. How tight is that? Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working toward the finish.
Oh, that's nice. Gotta be it. Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. But I gotta start writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me. Oh, he's got to be careful. Yep. Great ground and pound by this man. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. All right, so he survives to the stool, but he's going to need a plastic surgeon on Monday. Let us show you some of the strikes that caused that damage above the eye.
Just beautiful striking on display. He found the target constantly. He opened up a big cut above the eye, and now he sees that he's got a wounded opponent in front of him. He is going to target that eye even more in this next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
This dude is lost. He has no idea where he is, John. He got hurt very bad. That was a perfect shot.
Man, he's still fighting back. Islam Makhachev goes in for the takedown now, and he's able to get it. So a nice entry and a wise move, given how the things were playing out on the field. Buckley got that strike through. Really nice vision, a nice read, and he executed. And they separate after exiting the clinch. A lot of up and down movement out of Joaquin Buckley, trying to set up an angle for one of those patented power shots.
You can see how coiled he is, just ready to explode. Hands up, hands moving, head moving, doing a good job of being present, but also able to go and score. Ref won't help you here. He says the referee will never take a guy out of mount. They will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Just over 3 minutes here to go in round 2. Buckley gets back up here. Beautiful elbow is there. Oh, beautiful combination. Knocks him down. Oh, big diamond punch to the head.
Now he's going full mount.
UFC welterweight champion.
And still is coming to become common when you talk about this man. The expectation has been exceeded. And once again, he holds on to the UFC championship.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 55 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, so his welterweight greatness continues tonight, and still UFC champion. I think on nights like tonight, you're glad you don't fight at 170 pounds. This dude's a problem.
I mean,